Good evening, everybody. I expect the people to come fast on the video platform so that I can start. The count that I see is very less. I will wait again for 2-3 minutes. Okay, let us start. Last day the first chapter I declared finished, and I told that you will get the question answers as assignment or as ready answers by your subject teachers in the class. I think you may have got, and you have solved also. Last day itself I started the new chapter, and it was about Java programming fundamentals. This is the chapter from where you are starting the practical lessons of Java. You will get the idea about the concept using which you will able to write Java programs. And before I discuss, last day I discussed so many things, but along with that, one more thing I want to confirm, make you confirm in yourself, that for better understanding of Java program, you must have the idea of understanding flowchart. Because from very beginning I am telling that writing a program in Java is not important. The more important part is to provide the solution for a problem, to develop a method for solving a problem. This is most important part. Once the method is developed, then writing a computer program in Java is as simple as translating it from one language to another. But writing a computer program is just like writing a story, writing a poem. Means you have to develop everything by yourself. The method the programmer develops. So in the continuous span of discussions, you will also develop the skill to analyze a problem and to think for proposing its solution, think for proposing its method for solving it. But particularly in this chapter, we are concerned with Java language. I told you that for language, the vocabulary and grammar is necessary to know. And from this chapter, from here, we have started getting the idea about the Java grammar, so called as the syntax, and Java words, so called as the tokens. So last day I did not send this page to you. From today onwards, I will attach this page with the video itself. In the description, the text can be written. So in the description, I will attach the link to this page so that at your end you can download it from that description of the video. You have not to wait for WhatsApp group to get at least this content. So from today onwards, I will attach. So last day's page is like this. And I told you that first of all, I told about the character set, that using what alphabets a Java program is written. Then generally Roman alphabets, English alphabets are used for writing, but the Java program is not limited to the Roman characters, English like letters, English alphabets, but Unicode characters can be attached for writing messages and all those things. And I told last day about Unicode is that it is a character set. It is the character set that includes almost alphabets of all the languages of the world, and it is a 2-byte code. Last day I told each character of the keyboard is identified internally in the computer by a specific numeral code. This is called ASCII, American Standard Code for Information Interchange, and this is having altogether 256 characters, as 8 bits are there for representing an ASCII code, and 2 to the power 8 makes 256. On the other hand, Unicode gets 2 byte of memory, that is 16 bits are necessary. So for 16 bit for 16 bit with 16 bits, it is possible to assign, it is possible to determine around 65,536 characters. So this is Unicode character set. It includes characters of all the popular languages of the world. It uses 16 bits internally, and altogether having 2 to the power 16 equal to the characters. This I explained last day. Also, I told that with the help of these letters, words are made, and these words are altogether called tokens. As the smallest meaningful group of characters in day-to-day language is called a word, in the same way, a single meaningful unit composed of different characters is called a token. As in our day-to-day language, the smallest meaningful unit is a word, maybe a single character like I, A, or a word. Similarly, in Java, the smallest meaningful unit is called token, and it is of 5 types: the keyword, the literals, the identifiers, the punctuators, and operators. In the book also I demonstrated this, that it is about Java character set, Java tokens. You see keyword, identifier, literals, punctuators, and operators, they are used. And one by one its descriptions are also given, like keywords. They are the meaningful words predefined, the meaning predefined in Java. They are not meaningless. They are meaningful. They have some meaning in Java, like char, long, for, case, if, double. They all have a specific meaning in Java. Identifiers, या आइडेंटिफायर के पहले लिटरल, Literals are the actual data item for which a Java program is written. The program is written for calculation, manipulation. What will you calculate? What will you manipulate? You will calculate numbers. You will manipulate numbers or some text, some other data items. So, content used for manipulation by the Java program is the literal. And you see, there are different types of this: integer, floating, boolean, character, string. And there is one null also. Null means nothing. So nothing is also considered as a kind of literal. You'll find later on what is its importance. And you may have seen. Now, the identifiers are the containers of literals. I gave you the example last day that suppose in mathematics you are writing x plus y. Then normally if the student is not knowing the meaning of this interpretation, then he will confuse, because at one side there is an item related to language. Just wait, my computer. Okay. X and Y are the items of the language, English language, and plus is a sign of mathematics. So a person not knowing its meaning will confuse ki what will be quantity for X, or what will be the quantity for Y that has been put here for mathematical addition. But in algebraic concepts, it is told that this X is not the alphabet X. This X doesn't mean alphabet X. This X is assumed for some number. It is similar like pronoun in our day-to-day life. A pronoun is not the name of an entity, but pronoun sometimes becomes the name for an entity. Becomes, like I go, then you will also I go. Then both are known as I, but for the self both are I. So you can say X, and suppose you are writing if X equal to 20, Y equal to 97, then you are using X and Y as containers to different numbers. So these containers for data altogether, because this X and Y will not only contain numbers, but they can contain other data items also. Let us see about the literals. Literals. Yeah, before that, it is about the keyword. Keyword. Keyword is the meaningful word in Java that holds a specific meaning. A specific meaning predefined, like char, string, print, etc. Then it is about literals. It is the actual data item which is taken to process or manipulate using Java program. There are various kinds of literals. Integer, whole numbers, positive or negative, float, fractional numbers. अब देखो स्पेसिफिक वाला मैं बात कर रहा हूं, बूलियन, state of true or false. Sometimes you need to find the answer in yes or no, true or false, or things like that. Then for that a separate data type is used, that is called boolean. A string, a group of characters enclosed within a pair of double quotes. Character, a single character enclosed within single quote. Now you see, if you are writing x equal to 39 and at other end you are writing y equal to 39. When you will read what is written, x equal to 39. Another end it is written y equal to 39. Both are containing 39. But x is an integer. X is having a numeric value. X is a mathematical literal on which calculations can be done, mathematical work can be done. But why is 39 written as word? So in that situation, y is considered simply like a string, and it can be printed, and other manipulation related to the string can be done. So अब देखो, if you write, यहाँ पर एक चीज समझ लेना जरूरी है. If you, अच्छा मैं इसको करके दिखाऊंगा. अच्छा अभी छोड़ो. Okay. Now identifiers are coming to represent literals, like variables in algebra comes to represent numbers, comes as a representative of numbers. Similarly, here identifier called, they are also called variables. So on the, this is fixed, that whatever the type of variable is there, you can put only that thing in that. आप जानते हैं कि जिस चीज के लिए जो पैकेट बनेगा वही चीज रख सकते हैं. अब you have a झोला for carrying vegetables, you cannot put water into that. झोला से आप पानी नहीं भर सकते, है ना. उसी प्रकार आप मार्केट में वाटर बकेट यू विल नॉट कैरी टू परचेज वेजिटेबल्स. आज तो खाली हाथ घुमाते चले जाता है, भाई चलो वो पॉलिथीन ना है सब्जी ढोने के लिए. यू हार्डली बॉदर टू कैरी अ बैग. But bag is meant for vegetables, not to carry waters. Similarly, water buckets are meant for carrying water or liquid, not to carry vegetables from the market. In the same way, the variable is declared to hold a specific type of literal. An identifier is declared to hold a specific type of literal. Now in mathematical variable, in general, we write the variable in single alphabet. But in Java, it is not limited to single character. Any word that is not a keyword can be used as variable, can be used as identifier. See, here 39 and 39 are integer and string literal respectively, while x is a integer identifier and y is a string type. There are other identifiers also, like तो literal, जितने तरह का literal उतने तरह का identifier. There can be integer identifier, there can be float identifier, there can be boolean identifier, there can be character identifier, there can be string identifier, and for every type there is null. And you know, punctuators and operators. Punctuators are different symbols which are used for which are declared according to Java grammar to make the interpretation interactive or to make the interpretation proper. Some of the punctuators are mentioned here, as if you are seeing the screen, it is curly bracket, parenthesis, the square bracket, semicolon, colon, comma. They are the symbols or punctuators used along with the words. And operators are the symbols which are used to represent some data manipulation task. About arithmetic operators, you are familiar with कि भाई arithmetic operator like plus symbol, minus symbol, they are used to perform some mathematical operations. अब थोड़ा मैं demonstrate करूं. I told you last day that the IDE, I am not going to use, that is your part to have in your computer. And see, last day I told you, or I thought only in my mind, and I could not tell you. If you want Java or Linux environment to run on your computers properly using pen drive, you can take the pen drive. It will cost around 700, and if I will get sufficient numbers from you demanding for that, you may give your names to the class teacher, then I can think for providing you the copies. But at the same time, I expect that you should have a properly working Linux terminal, so that the uniformity of teaching and learning can be maintained. And if you want to use it in your own computer, it is also possible, but the things you have to manage by yourself. But ultimately, whatever the assignments, whatever the works, whatever the expectations are there for you in learning Java, that must be fulfilled at your home. Children, see, within a day or two or a week, the scene is not going to change. So, with your parents and teachers, you should adapt the new way of learning. Though you are not in my direct contact today, I have not put on the chat also, so you cannot send a message. Actually, you have to put off the screen, but still I am finding here on my monitor only 12 or 13, only 12 participants are watching this video in a group of around 240 students or 230 students. If 14-16 students are online watching this, then it is not appropriate. But I hope that after this session also you watch the video and you understand the things. So देखो, जब भी when you are in the class, then your teachers are continuously monitoring, and you get the time to have some mischiefs also. थोड़ा शरारत करने का मौका मिल जाता है, थोड़ा कम जिम्मेवार होते हैं, लेकिन अभी your responsibility is increased. You will sustain only when you are honest, and since you are now in class 8, it is expected that the sense is developed in you to think of right and wrong. So the responsibility you have to develop in yourself. If you have to survive in the coming world, then people are on the way to develop the methods to test you in this context. तो ये कभी नहीं होने वाला है कि आप याद करके 4 क्वेश्चन जाएंगे एग्जाम के एक दिन पहले, छत पर आगे पीछे टहल करके याद कर लिया और जा करके, नहीं, आपका रियल इवैल्यूएशन आपके नॉलेज के द्वारा है. ऑन दैट बेसिस यू विल बी इवैल्यूएटेड. सो बी स्ट्रिक्ट in yourself, following the guidelines given by the teacher. So if I say you should have to spare some time to study computer lessons or Java lessons, then you must be taking out the time for this. Then only you will understand the things properly. Though I recall the previously discussed things, but do I recall the concept I discussed on very first day? Only last week's content I can recall. But mind it, without having the idea of previous contents, previously learned things, next thing cannot be understood properly. That is why I emphasize for preparing write-ups. Like just now the class I will wind up. Soon after closing your computer terminal or your mobile, take pen and paper and write the important quotes which I have discussed. Once you will do this, this concept will be permanent in your mind forever. And if you will not do this, the things will go. It will go from your mind, and you will only be dependent on learning and writing in the examination. It is difficult in the next time after a day or two to recall all those things and to write them back. If you are gifted child, the God has given you special blessing that once you hear the things like Rajendra Prasad and you remember it forever, then you are an extraordinary creature. A normal person forgets. This is its characteristics. So preparing the write-up is necessary. Anyway, so I'm not going to use this IDE for teaching because any IDE is not available in my computer. I will take the core form of Java processing, and since I have the Linux terminal to work with, I will show in Linux. For Windows, you have to manage the things by yourself, or in Linux, if you want to operate, then through class teachers, you send your request. When the requests I will get, I will try to manage. But from each class, at least 15 requests I require. Then only I can tell a third party or anyone else to prepare the set of pen drives. Costing around 700, you assume, because I contacted the people, they all are telling that in lockdown time the cost has been increased. अभी इसमें कोई ये भी नहीं बोला मेरे पास तो 32 GB का पेन ड्राइव ये है उसी में कर दीजिए, ना भाई ऐसे नहीं होगा. अभी एक का पेन ड्राइव कलेक्ट करेंगे, दूसरे से पैसा कलेक्ट करेंगे, तीसरे से मेमोरी कार्ड कलेक्ट करेंगे, नहीं, यूनिफॉर्मली. दैट यू शुड स्पेयर बाय asking your, of course, guardians, but if you will have this thing, then it will be helpful for you in the longer span of time. Anyway, so let us take a Java program. I am using the text editor gedit. Gedit text editor I am using, and I am writing a Java program, simple Java program. Public class first I am writing. If it is not visible, let me zoom the screen a little. Public class first. I told you that the structure of the Java is fixed. First of all, the class is defined, and here you see the curly brackets, the starting and ending are the punctuators. They are the punctuators that is used for marking a block. Block is similar like a paragraph. So Java paragraph is called a block and is marked within a pair of curly brackets, braces. And then a function is written inside the block. This is written as public static void main. As I told earlier also, today also I am repeating the meaning of these words will be explained later on when you will know some extent of work in Java. Here also something strange written about which you are not knowing. And this is also a block. See. So you have two blocks, one nested inside another. ये outer block है यहाँ और यहाँ. This is outer block and inner block is containing this. Outer block is public class first and inner block is public static void main. Now inside this, if I write simply that I demonstrated last day also, first again you see system.out println a line of text. Semicolon is just wait. Semicolon is necessarily given at the end. Semicolon is necessarily given at the end that marks the end of line. Now, next if you want to write, then it can be written system.out println सपोज मैं कुछ लाइन दूसरे यूनिकोड कैरेक्टर में लिख रहा हूं. This is written semicolon. System.out.println system.out.println they all are different types of data. System.out.println false. फॉल्स अगर नहीं लगा तो इसके बदले में 0 देना पड़ेगा, देख लेना पड़ेगा इस पर्टिकुलर कंपाइलर में. तो ये मैंने इतना लिख दिया. When it is to save, I told you last day that it is a restriction that Java source file name must be same as the name of the class. So you are bounded here to give the file name as first, because I have already written this class name as first. In the object-oriented scenario, class is the definition of the task. So let us save it. I am putting Control S to save. I am putting in the home directory, and I must give the name first. First.java. Maybe it is not visible, appearing small, but I have written first.java here and saved. ये ऊपर वाले दोनों दिस इज अ लाइन ऑफ टेक्स्ट, एंड आगे जा भाई ये दोनों स्ट्रिंग है. सिंगल कैरेक्टर भी चलो लिख देते हैं एक, अच्छा बाद में लिखेंगे, अभी रहने दो. सेव कर दिया. नाउ कमिंग टू प्रॉम्प्ट. If you want to check at the prompt, ls is the command. ls -l first dot asterisk. I am giving asterisk, stands for all. Pressing enter, you see first.java is coming right now, saved at 1752. अब इसको जो कंपाइल करना है, पहले कंपाइल करने के लिए आई टोल्ड यू लास्ट डे द कमांड एज Java-C and then the file name first.java. Pressing enter, false I told, it will not take. स्मॉल में शायद लगता है कि लेगा. एक बार फिर से मैं कंपाइल करूं. Java-C first.java. Pressing enter, compilation has been done. You have noticed I have written false in capital F, starting with a capital F. It provided error. ये सही नहीं है. Cannot find this symbol. This is the error. मैंने फर्स्ट तो लिखा कि भैया ये एक कीवर्ड डिफाइंड है, बट द कीवर्ड फर्स्ट इज डिफाइंड बाय लेटर F small, not capital. So this error came. Now once you do, no error came now. It is, I gave Java-C first.java, then compilation done, and prompt you are getting. You know, if you are working in Windows, only this prompt will be different. Rest others are same. कमांड वही होंगे, कमांड दूसरा नहीं है विंडोज के जावा में. अभी इसको अब आप फिर लिस्ट करके देखेंगे. देन ls-l java.asterisk. हाँ सॉरी, फर्स्ट डॉट एस्ट्रिक न होगा जी. फर्स्ट डॉट एस्ट्रिक्स. नाउ अभी देखो दो फाइल हो गया यहां पर. फर्स्ट डॉट जावा दैट यू हैव रिटन एंड फर्स्ट डॉट क्लास दैट योर कंपाइलर हैज क्रिएटेड, JDK हैज क्रिएटेड. Once the this first is called what? First dot class is the byte code that runs on Java virtual machine. JRE is the software for that. Runs on the Java virtual machine and produces the output. Suppose I write here Java first dot class देने की जरूरत नहीं है. Pressing enter, you see. दिस इज अ लाइन ऑफ टेक्स्ट कमिंग. आगे जाओ भाई, कुछ कुछ आ रहा है लेकिन कुछ कुछ सही नहीं है, ये इंटरफेस का प्रॉब्लम है. देन हियर 3443 is coming, 143.787 coming and false coming. देखो यहां पर जो false मैंने लिखा है without any quotation mark, when we write in quotation mark, and suppose this also we write quotation mark, saving, there is no difference in the result. Again I am compiling. See, I am writing. When you make a change in the program, then you have to recompile it. आप खुद से सिंपल एनालॉजी से समझ सकते हैं कि जब सोर्स में बदल गया तो बाइट कोड अपने आप नहीं बदलता है, आपको बदलना पड़ेगा. सो जावा सी, जावा कंपाइलर फर्स्ट डॉट जावा लिखा, कंपाइल हो गया, वापस प्रॉम्प्ट हैज कम. नाउ यू विल राइट जावा फर्स्ट, executing again. Now see, there is no difference in the result. False is coming here also same, here also same. 147.787 here also coming in this way, here also coming in this way. But internally they are different. In the second case, 143 is a string, not a number. यानी इसमें आप मैथमेटिकल वर्क नहीं कर सकते. उसी तरह से false is not a string, it is a boolean value. It's a boolean value that represents two states, true or false, 0 or 1, yes or no, like this. Now let us see again in the program. I don't write this 343. Rather, I write here in the beginning, yeah, before that I write int x equal to 3443, and here you write print x. You have written int is a keyword that marks a variable x as integer, या x के बदले में, x तो सिंपल सा है, थोड़ा और लिख दो, my number. My number equal to 3443, and here println you are writing my number. Now here my number will not come, rather the value of, again I am pressing Ctrl S to save it. I am pressing Ctrl S to save it, that you will not see, I am speaking, that is why. Ctrl S I pressed to save it, and coming to the terminal again I am writing, again compiling Java C first dot Java variable my number location. यहां देखो एरर, देखो पहचानो, मैंने लिखा तो कंप्यूटर में बोल करके माई नंबर, बट हियर एम के बदले में मैंने एन लिख दिया. सो कैनॉट फाइंड सिंबल, ये आइडेंटिफाई नहीं हुआ, दैट मस्ट बी चेंज्ड. कंपाइलेशन हैज नॉट बीन डन. हियर यू आर राइटिंग माई नंबर, ये तो सही है कि भाई माई नंबर एक है 3, लेकिन यहां आपने जब 9 नंबर लिख दिया तो मैसेज दिया आपको not identifying symbol or not defined symbol not defined. That means ny नंबर का कोई डेफिनेशन नहीं है, कहीं कोई डिक्लेरेशन नहीं है कि ये क्या है, कीवर्ड तो नहीं है. So here instead of this I will write m, pressing Ctrl S, it will be saved. I am coming here to compile again Java C first.java. Compilation done. When you will run it, Java first. Now see, there is no difference in the result. 3443 ही आ रहा है, जबकि मैंने 3443 नहीं लिखा प्रिंट करने के लिए. I have written print my number. So here my number is coming as representative of 3443. अब वही अगर इसको हम कर दें ऐसे और ऐसे, then what are you expecting? What are you expecting? Do you expect this 3, 4, 4, 3 will appear within quotation mark as my number is given in quotation mark? Generally this confusion comes in front of the students कि जब वेरिएबल या आइडेंटिफायर को कोटेशन मार्क में दे दिया तो वैल्यू भी कोटेशन मार्क में बंद होकर के आएगा, बट ये सच्चाई नहीं है. सी, एक बार मैं कंपाइल करके दिखा दे रहा हूं. माई नंबर आई हैव एनक्लोज्ड विद इन कोटेशन मार्क. दैट डजंट मीन द नंबर विल बी एनक्लोज्ड इन कोटेशन मार्क बिफोर कमिंग टू द मॉनिटर. So let us see the output. मैं फिर से इसको कंपाइल कर रहा हूं. जावा सी first.java कंपाइल हो गया, रन किया. जावा फर्स्ट. अरे मैंने कोटेशन मार्क नहीं दिया क्या जी? जावा सी first.java, जावा फर्स्ट. देखो यहां पर लिखा हुआ आ रहा है माई नंबर. जब भी मैंने कोटेशन मार्क में बंद करके दे दिया, then my number itself is coming written there. So it will no longer remain like a variable, it will become a string constant. अब इसको थोड़ा और लिखें. system dot out dot println my नंबर. यानी एक जगह मैंने माई नंबर को कोटेशन मार्क में बंद करके दिया और दूसरे में विदाउट कोटेशन मार्क में बंद किया. ये प्रिंट एलन और एलन प्रिंट देने का मतलब यह है कि कंटेंट्स एक ही लाइन में रहे. प्रिंट एलन स्टैंड्स फॉर प्रिंट इन अ लाइन. Now compile it. Java C first चलो ना भाई Java C first dot Java compilation फिर क्या गड़बड़ है यहाँ देखो the error is telling system dot out डॉट यहाँ नहीं है और प्रिंट एलन लिख दिया तुरंत एरर बता दिया कि ये गड़बड़ है भाई इसको ठीक करो ठीक है in that situation when you will run this program when you will compile this program अब क्या हुआ सेव नहीं किया क्या भाई कंट्रोल एस सेव compilation done and when you will run this you will get Java first dot class Java के साथ first dot class now you see क्लास देने की जरूरत नहीं है Java first अब क्या हुआ ना देखो दिस इज अ लाइन ऑफ टेक्स्ट कमिंग ये हिंदी वाला टेक्स्ट आ गया ये लाइन देखो माई नंबर इक्वल टू 3443 कमिंग यानी माई नंबर इक्वल टू आई हैव गिवन विद इन कोटेशन मार्क coming exactly as given within and then my number given without quotation mark then it is considered as a variable and its value is coming तो आज की बात इतनी ही रहने दिया है मैं आज नहीं तो कल ये जो ब्लैक पेज है उसको मैं नेट पर डाल दूंगा इसी के साथ व्हाट्सएप वीडियो के साथ एंड I will request your class teacher to give you some assignments on this basis. I have taken the full time of today to discuss, to recall the previously discussed things and to discuss only the variable and constant clearly. This means that you should understand they are the most important part of the programming because all the data processing data or all the contents which are being processed or after processing which are to be sent somewhere all are there like literals and they are managed and using this only you can write computer programs. So that's all. I think you have understood all the things properly. For any kind of queries, you can ask your computer teachers and wait for their lessons to their guidelines to do homeworks. So in today's concept, I have mainly discussed about the different types of literals and their variables accordingly, and I demonstrated you a program for telling the meaning of literals and identifiers. So thank you everybody. The time is also over, around 1 hour video. Okay, thank you. Good night.